Welcome to another episode of Saturdays. Today I'm going to talk to you about some of the strangest, weirdest, possibly haunted events that took place on the sets of some of our favorite horror movies. The Possession. The Possession is an unconventional horror movie that involves a box that attaches itself to a young girl. Jeffrey Dean Morgan, one of the stars of the film, is no stranger to playing roles in paranormal movies and television shows. But what happened on the set of The Possession left him feeling very uneasy. Some of the weird things that happened included lights exploding for no reason, as well as cold spots on set. But the scariest incident occurred when the storage facility where all the props were being held caught on fire and burned to the ground. An investigation into the blaze confirmed that it could not be blamed on arson or an electrical fault. So what caused the fire? It was ruled undetermined by investigators. But it's worth noting that the box used in the movie was destroyed in the fire. The cast and crew later refused to allow the movie's producers to replace the box, for fear it was cursed. The Exorcism of Emily Rose. Jennifer Carpenter reported that during the making of the movie, the radio in her hotel room would mysteriously turn on and off, and each time it would come on, it was playing the same song, the Pearl Jam song, Alive. Other cast members claimed that the radio and televisions in their hotel rooms also went on for no reason. And, just like Carpenter, they too heard the Pearl Jam song, Alive. These incidents bothered the cast and crew so much that they eventually had the radios removed from their hotel rooms. The Conjuring. The Conjuring is a movie based on a true story of a family who experienced ghostly activity in their home in Rhode Island in the 1970s. Several members of the family actually visited the movie set during filming, but nothing could convince the mother of the family to set foot near the set. And for good reason. A number of weird and unexplained events plagued the filming of this movie. Once, while the family were on set, a strong wind came up and seemed to whirl around them. Members of the cast and crew standing nearby noticed that the trees just opposite them were not moving. But the worst was yet to come. Just a couple of days later, the hotel that the actors and movie crew were staying at caught on fire, and everyone had to be evacuated. The movie's director recalls working late at night in his office one evening when his dog started growling at something. Getting up to investigate, he couldn't find anything that would antagonize the dog. However, the dog kept growling and seemed to be focused on an unseen entity across the room. Vera Farmiga, who played the role of the paranormal investigator, refused to take the script home. She said that it made her feel uneasy. She also said that she would never read the script at night because she became paralyzed with fear when she tried. Poltergeist. The events that took place within the filming of this movie are truly sad and tragic. Two of the actresses, one who played Carol Ann and the other who played the older sister, died while working on the Poltergeist film franchise. The little girl died on the operating table when she was just 12 years old, while finishing working on Poltergeist 3. The older sister was murdered by her ex-boyfriend the day after the movie first premiered. Today, the two co-stars are buried in the same California cemetery. Cast and crew working on the Poltergeist films were so creeped out by what transpired that the producer had the set of Poltergeist 2, The Other Side, exorcised before filming began. because he felt the set was quote-unquote evil. He himself then died during an operation shortly after Poltergeist 2 was complete. The Exorcist. The Exorcist is very interesting to me for so many reasons. I plan to do a very detailed video on this. But here's just a brief summary of what happened on the set. The Exorcist, the most well-known horror movie of all time, but also widely known to have a curse associated with it. This set certainly saw a lot of creepy events take place. This included the actor who played Burke Dennings in the movie dying unexpectedly just a few days after he wrapped his part in the movie. A special effects worker and security guard dying while the movie was in production, and the entire set burning down for no apparent reason, which pushed back production because they had to rebuild. Eventually, the director had a priest come to the set and perform a real-life exorcism. But the religious ceremonies seemed to do little to stop the curse. But this film didn't just affect the cast and crew. It also affected people who watched the movie. Several audience members had heart attacks when the film was in theaters. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. And please remember to like this video if you like this video, and I'll see you guys next time.